Okay, so I installed the hood panels, 55 and 55, or a total of 110 watts on the hood, by splitting it in half into a left and a right. That helps so that there isn't a single panel trying to do the curvature left to right of the whole one panel. It reduces the total amount of that. And by taking this last row and splitting it in half, moving half up there and this half up there, that reduces the total amount of front to back curve, because the majority of the curve of the hood starts to happen toward the very tip of the car, and so that helps reduce that. The wires are come in through under the hood there, and I'm already going through the firewall in the car through the same opening that was the windshield washer fluid, which used to go to the hatch, which came out of the top of the hood there. So it's the same opening as that I had. So with 110 on the hood, 85 for the dash, 120 on the roof, and 105 on the hatch, then that makes a total of 420 installed watts on the car. I also have to do a little bit more tinkering. There's a top half for a solar parking shade for the front windshield, which would only be used when parked, and that would be another 48 watts, which would bring the total when that's done from 420 to 468 installed watts. They're all being run through a maximum power point tracking solar charge controller, 4 of them actually. So the hood is on a separate charge controller from the dash windshield, which is on a separate charge controller from the roof, which is on a separate charge controller from the hatch. So if the hood is shaded, it doesn't affect the performance of the roof or the hatch, and vice versa. They're treated as individual separate ones. And that is for a maximum power point solar charge controller for a 4S or 12 volt range lithium iron phosphate battery, which I installed as a secondary battery in the car, or an auxiliary battery, so that the solar feeds into that, and then any power I want to use from that 12 volt system, whether it be for headlights or fans or charging a cell phone or laptop or whatever, that doesn't, and none of that affects the actual 12 volt starting battery for the car. And because this is a hybrid, I can also later, if I choose, pump that 12 volt stored power up into the 156 volt lithium iron phosphate plug-in hybrid battery pack that I added as well, if I want to store it in that larger hybrid battery system. And there you go. It's a little overview. Okay, bye.